What's going on, machinima community? My name's Scorn and I'm bringing you a game of domination on Berlin Wall, and I'm using the Scorpion with extended mags. This is the first time I've ever used this gun in my career of my whole career of Black Ops, and I'm gonna throw this Nova gas grenade. That way, the dots from it weaken my enemies, and you know, probably kill them like I did right there. But just to weaken them, the dots will weaken them. You know, it gives me a bunch of ticks, and depending on the amount of ticks, that's how many people it's actually, how many enemies it's actually hitting at that time. And it just helps me weaken them and put less bullets in them overall. And right here, as you can see, I didn't shoot the guy right away. I kind of just stalked him. I mean, I could have just killed that guy, and I think that's what a lot of players, the mistake they do is, as soon as they see an enemy, they shoot at him, and they give their positions away. And especially if you're in enemy territory, that's a bad idea. But as you can see from what I did earlier, is I saw one guy and I could have shot at him and gave away my position, and I would have 4 guys to deal with, because they would know where I am coming from, and it would lead to my death. But since I didn't, I took my time. You know, I stalked my prey, and it ended up giving me, I think it was like 4 kills or 5 kills. Pretty much the whole team, because I think it's a max of 6 players. And right here, I'm playing some little mind games with this guy. He saw an enemy and he went to go chase him, and he just ends up giving me an extra gun. And that's what I like to do, is just, you know, play mind games with my enemies, make them see something and make them come to me. But you know, sometimes it doesn't work. You end up getting killed like that. But that's my style of play. I mean, if you like what you see, if I'm not really, I wouldn't consider myself to be a good player or pro or whatever. I'm just a smart player. I know what to do, when to do it, and that's what leads to my success of getting high kills and very low deaths, and ultimately helping the team out and winning. I'm the slayer part of my team, and a lot of people are gonna argue the fact that, oh, I don't help the team. A slayer, a person that's a slayer on the team doesn't help, but yeah, he helps out a lot. Because I'm getting all the high kill streaks and, you know, abusing him, and ultimately keeping the enemies distracted from their main objective. See, like right now we have all three flags, and we're getting all the points for that, and that was due to my dogs killing off the enemies, and my enemies being distracted. As you saw, this guy was on top of this little catwalk and just avoiding the dogs, but then I threw a tomahawk at him, and just stuff like that. It's just, you gotta play smart. And as you can see, I didn't use my chopper gunner because I'm stacking up my kill streaks just in case. So I'm gonna wait till my next chopper gunner and use that one first. So right now I'm in enemy territory right now, so I'm just being very careful, listening to the sounds all around me. And if you guys use Ninja Pro and you want to abuse the hell out of Ninja Pro, if you hear the sounds of people walking, look at your minimap. I mean, it's a dead giveaway. Look at your minimap while you hear these sounds, and if there's a teammate around you, it's most likely gonna be him. But if you know your teammate's not moving at all, like if he's sniping and you hear people walking, then you got an enemy in your hands, so be ready to kill him. And just stuff like that. I look at my minimap more than I actually look at my me playing this my actual main screen. because I'm looking at where my team is placed. I'm also looking at where my where all the red dots are at, my enemies. And I usually keep away from my teammates because they're constantly shooting and, you know, giving away their position. And I'm more of a stealth player. I don't shoot something until I know I get the kill and I'm safe. I can safely get away with that kill. I'm not gonna go into a room with 10 people and start spraying. I'm gonna try to knife a couple of them because most likely they're not gonna tell their teammates, oh, there's a guy knifing you in the room, especially if their backs are all turned to me. Or I'm gonna throw like a frag grenade or a 7.6 grenade at them. I'm not gonna just start spraying and praying as soon as I walk into a room with 5 people in it and their backs are all turned to me. It's like sometimes I use my claymores and the enemy will run by it and the enemy won't die, but I still get the hit marker on my screen, so I know to quickly turn around and, you know, finish him off. Since he's already taking damage, he's gonna die fairly quickly unless he doesn't rush in. You know, he might back out because he knows he's weak. But most people aren't that smart. They're just happy that they got away with not dying from the claymore, so they'll rush in and, you know, jump in the room that you're initially in and probably lay down and start spraying you. But I just use my tacticals and equipment for that purpose, not really its initial purpose, and it seems to help me out a lot. It's kind of like a second, like a cheap radar. You know, radar, they show you your red dots, but sometimes I just throw my Nova gas down a random hallway, and if I get some ticks, you know, some hit markers from it, I know that there's a guy in there. So, you know, he's already blurred out and, you know, disoriented, so I can just go in there and pick him off. So that's what I do use those for. You know, some people just, I've seen a couple videos where people just spam their flash grenades. They got they got Scavenger Pro, and they just constantly throw. They'll throw one flash and they'll hit somebody with it, and they'll throw another flash. They'll throw like 3 flashes at the guy. I don't even know if that's possible. They just keep throwing them just to flash the crap out of them. And it's just, you just need one, man. I mean, how hard can you try? You don't need to throw all those grenades, you know. Be conservative. I mean, if you got Scavenger Pro, then I understand, you know, you can just kill them and pick more up. But it's kind of ridiculous if it takes you two flash bangs for you to get the nerve or the balls to go in there and kill somebody. I mean, he's already flashed, you can't see shit, just go in there and kill him. But I understand that some players, that's how they are. But anyways, if you like what you see, you know, the way I play, you know, I try to teach people how to play better. I explain maps and map control, you know, choke points in some of my videos, and I usually use guns based on what my viewers, subscribers tell me. They usually tell me, oh, use this gun or do this, you know. I just do it whatever they want to see. I mean, my commentating is not the best commentating because I don't sit there and entertain you. I sit there and try to teach you. I mean, some of you more advanced players are just gonna be like, what the hell is this guy talking about? He's a noob. But the beginners and intermediate players, they'll see what I'm doing and use that. Use the tactics that I use the perks that I use, and ultimately, you know, advance in this game and not die as much. Well, anyways, if you like what you see, you know, definitely check out my page. If you'd like, subscribe, comment. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Peace.